Testing. I'm testing this to see if it is blurry. I always do a tech gremlin test when I first start. Sometimes these suckers work and they don't. It looks like I'm clear. Okay. Now y'all know I give y'all the real and the wrong when I'm working. You always get a little bit behind the scenes with me. I always gotta make adjustments as I go. My equipment. Let's try to stop me from being great. Come on. If you're in here, somebody's in here, say hello. Ambient music. Hey, friend. Is it clear on your end? Let's see some. I'm trying to see if I liked it better with less light or more light. Okay, well, I'm about to go ahead and get started. It's a simple, quick live. I'm just working on my swatch sheet for the Hotu markers. If you're not familiar with these are alcohol marker brand that they are comparable to Ohuhu. And these are the brush and chisel tip. You can only get the brush and chisel tip in the 60 count, but they do have a 100 count as well, but that is brush and fine tip. And I need to swatch these so that I can put them in my organizer that I just got. So I'm about to just, oh Lord, I'm gonna pull ADHD. Ah! But that wasn't smart. Excuse me, they went everywhere. That was for dramatic effect. Okay, I'm gonna divide them up. I think just like with the Ohuhus, I'm gonna start with the blues. I mean the reds. So I'm gonna put everything that isn't a red up. Why did I just dump them out? I don't know. It was dramatic effect. Damn it. So I'm gonna just. What did I do? I did blue, red to purple. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll put everything that isn't red or purple away. I'm also breaking them up as I do it too. So I think that's pretty much, that's a red. Okay. Okay. I think that's everything. And then there's a black. And then there's a, well, this is a red. I thought this was a, so these I'm going to arrange a little bit differently than I did the other ones. I think I'm going to arrange these from, reds to, because I kind of want all my skin tones and oranges to be next to each other. So we're going to see how we're going to pull that off. Put this up. This is a colorless blender. Well, I think I may do the opposite. I may start with my skin tones, and from my skin tones go to my reds. This is the issue I always have when I be trying to do this stuff. Okay, in order to do this, I need to test and see. What color is this? It's a gray. Okay. And these are the brush tip ones. I have another one that's 100 count. Put a protector sheet behind this. Plus it's going to bleed to my mat, and I need to get a new mat because it already dirtied up my mat. I need a sheet of paper. This will do. This will help me see the order I'm putting them in, because I don't want to assume that certain colors are lighter than the others. So pick the lighter color. What do you think? Do you think I should go with like reds to purples? Or do you think I should start with my lightest reds and... Decisions. Okay. Let me see what these colors are. Because if these are skin tones, then I'm going to put them to the side. Because I want all my skin tone colors to be in one section together. That's a skin tone. It's a pink. That's a hot pink. See, that's why we test them. And that's another hot pink. So these two are going to stay together. These two are skin tony. They're going off on their own. They're not going to be put with the rest. Alright, we'll start with our reds. And I only got that many. This one didn't really give me a dark red. Okay. They are super smooth, that's for sure. I have a pen to write the names. The numbers, excuse me. 5. Been trying to think of the direction that I want to take my YouTube in. I've been feeling kind of lost lately, honestly, and this happens to me a few times. I have so many things that I want to create, but I don't know where to start and how to prioritize it, unfortunately. That's a beautiful red. I'm gonna try to put them in the case as I finish. That way, when it's time for me to put them all in their container, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep them in order. So it's easy for me to find them again. Facing the camera. Okay, I'm gonna use this as a temporary housing for them so I can try to keep them in order. That way, when it's time for me to put them in the big container, they can go, and they falling all over the goddamn place in there. Okay, so that is my red. I don't have a lot of reds. This is only 60, so this shouldn't take me that long. So I don't have a lot of reds. That's my skin tones. I kept them separate. This is going to make it a lot easier when I do my setup because I have another big marker setup that I got to start. Thing is, I'm constantly adding markers to it. Hi. I'm swatching my new marker set today. I think that these are comparable to Hotu. Oof. They have a little smell, but you gotta like put it up to your nose to get it. Ooh, I got a good whiff of that. Ooh. Yeah, I know everybody was looking for like affordable substitutes. What was this? I just randomly had this. Okay, that's a skin tone. That's gonna go over there. That's a skin tone. See how smooth they are? They blend beautifully. I just wish they had more colors offered with the brush tip. But they came to my live once and they said that they were working on it. So we'll see. I'll make sure everybody gets their money's worth. And the last two purples. They're buttery smooth. Now, mind you, these are still a cheaper brand, so they're not, when you get lower in price, you will notice a difference. I'm not going to say that they're exact what and what. You will notice a difference. But these are good these are a good alternative. Because you can just see how juicy they are, how much they leak a little bit, because you can kind of see it when you pull the top off. But it's a lot of ink. I have yet to open one and have it be dry. And I have Ohuhus that I've opened and they have been dry. I've never used them before and they've been dry. I have not had that problem with these. They've been juicy every time. There we go. That's all my reds and purples. Now move into the blues. There's a lot of blues in here. There's a lot of blues in this set. Wait, this is supposed to be a red. It's not a red. That's a blue. It says red, but that's a blue. I'm going to make that the first one because that's so close to a purple. This is labeled as a red. So confusing. Because clearly to me, that's a shade of, that's, you know, that's close to periwinkle. trying to arrange these to where they are in similar color families. Trying to separate my cool blues from my warm blues. That was no next color. This was BG. Oh, it's a blue green. Right, that's a good color to start at. That's a bluish green. So these two. This one next. Oh crap, what color was that? What color was that? I just threw it. BG03. Ooh, that's a pretty color. That's a pretty color. My goodness. See, and I can't even make fun of the names because they don't have names. They're just numbers. So I can't even make fun of their names. It's kind of anticlimactic. See, this is perfect. These will blend seamlessly together. These are gonna be that's gonna be a seamless blend. That's what I try to do when I'm arranging. I'm trying to arrange them until I get seamless blending. There's all the blues. See, this is much more pleasant than when I was trying to put together the Ohuhus because of the name. The names are not fighting me. Okay. So then we did blues. Now we're gonna do greens. Wait. Yeah, now we're doing greens. I will say, if you only got 60 colors, do I really need all these greens? That's my only thing. Because you literally get what? You don't even get a deep red. You don't even get like a dark, deepish pink color or more purples. But you get so many greens. And so many blues. You get all these pinks. But you only get like, this is the range of purple you get. You don't even need both of these. You get a small range of purple. These two reds are interchangeable. And you get one deep purple. There's no darker purple than that. I mean, no darker red than that. But you get all of these different blues. And like I said, some of these are interchangeable. But then you get all these greens. It's something to think about. Like, why so many? It looks like a bluish green. Yeah, this is just like a random jade green. Like it's just randomly in here. Beautiful jade color. That would be my main critique for this. Like, they give you a lot of colors that are not necessarily necessary. Also, This cap looks pastel, but this is the color. Like, I know the colors can't match the caps, but this looks very pastel considering the color is so dark. This is why I'm testing them before I swatch them. Because if I went just by the caps, I would assume that these are all like very, very light greens, but they're or pastels. Okay, so got all those greens. Can you even tell these greens apart? So I'm saying everything, all of them weren't needed. Like, it doesn't matter what order I put them in, I can't tell them apart anyway. Maybe when I swatch them on this paper, they'll dry to be different colors, but we'll see. But these, I feel like it doesn't really matter the order I put them in because I can't tell. Yeah, see, look at that cap color and look what comes out. Like, I would never know that. If I was looking for a dark green, I would have never chosen this. I would have never chosen that. Wow, look at that. And that's a green. And down there looks like a brown, but that's a green. Six, five. I'm going to go the opposite direction. Just 915. And then no, I did that jump with them because these greens are very, very, very yellow. And since I'm moving to yellow next, I felt like I needed to it be a cleaner blend. So these are my green yellows. I'll move from that into yellows. And these are all of my yellows. Now, granted, it says yellow is marked for yellow, but they're also, but this is oranges and browns mixed in. There's oranges and browns mixed in. Now, I'm going to test them, and I'm going to pull the ones aside that look like they could be skin tones, because I like to keep all my skin tones in one row. Oops. But in this whole set, is this the only dark brown I'm given? And that's considered a red. So it's a red brown. So I don't even have a, I'm like, and that's still, that's a gray mixed in there. What the heck is the T for? I don't know what that is. So. It's khaki. I don't know if I have a true yellow. I didn't know it was a skin tone color. That one as well. This is an orange. That's that color. So I'm going to try to pick out the ones that look like they're yellows. I think these are my yellows. It's a gold. This is a yellow. It's like a dark gold. I would have thought it was a green. It's a gold. See, now these make sense. Even though these are greens, when you put them next to that yellow, they make sense why they're lined up that way. That's that color. Now, what the hell? I would have never guessed that that was that color. They gotta work on the naming. I mean, the color of the caps. They gotta work on the color of the caps. That's my opinion. Because you know, sometimes you open up a marker set and you may be looking for a dark green. You may be looking for a orange, and you're not necessarily going to look at your swatch. You know, a lot of people don't look at swatch sheets. They look at the caps. So that is my only critique. Now, the quality of the markers, the way they come out, the way they flow, the way they blend, the way they lay is beautiful. But the caps being so off would frustrate somebody who's new and trying to jump in. Also, some of these colors are redundant. They're not needed. I don't know if I used that word correctly. Like, I don't see why I would need both of these. I don't see why I would need both of these. I don't know why I would need both of these. I don't know why I would need both of these, even though I can see that they're slightly different, but I would trade one of these in to get a dark red. I don't need this full roll. Like, one of these can be taken out. This one can probably go. Or no, this one could probably go. I don't need both of these, even though I could tell the difference between them. I don't know if I need them both. And I definitely wouldn't have picked this to be this shade of brown. I definitely wouldn't have picked this. I really thought this was a terracotta color. So I'm saying, once you get them laid on paper, they are perfect. It's the caps. Yeah, I just be using words. I don't be knowing if they be right. I just be using words. And not saying with my full chest. Just be using them all in the incorrect context at the wrong time. This could have been right here. But put it down here. Maybe the skin tone shade. That's my little skin tone cheat sheet for this set. Oh, this would have been a skin tone color. It says warm gray, but this is a skin tone for sure. Let's start with the warm grays first. Now these I'm not even swatching, I'm just looking at the caps. It's a neutral gray. Neutral gray. I've been thinking about what I want to do for Sunday's class. Then we can get into acrylic markers, or I can show y'all how to color and procreate. By color, I mean a coloring book page. Or I could work on my aquamarine illustration. No, we can definitely do acrylic. I have so many. We can definitely do acrylic. This one is an S. That's really black. Here we go. And that is the 60 count of Hotu markers. I have to put the brush tip markers. I have to put, because I have another set of Hotu. Brush tip, page 1. This is page 1. This is my swatch sheet because I have another big, so I have another one of these that I just unboxed that I am preparing to load up, but I'm trying to take what I learned from doing these and making it easier for me to arrange everything. Yeah, I got another one. And it holds 360 markers. And I was like, do I really need to buy another set case that can hold 300? Yeah, I have over 1,000 markers. I really was like, do I need to buy another case that can hold 360? But I have, if I include my acrylic markers, I'm going to need another case. So I bought this one. So I'm going to put the Hotu. I have 160 Hotu markers. I have 60 New Sun markers. I have 48 Grabby markers. And I have a bunch of other Ohuhus that I could not fit in here. So that sucker's going to fill up quick. Plus, I'm putting my acrylic markers in there if I can. So it's going to fill up quick. I hope I don't have to buy a third, because I'll be like, enough. I'm not buying a third. I'm not buying a third. Some markers that I have, I'm not putting in the thing. I'm just going to leave them. I have the touch markers. I'm not going to put the touch markers in one of these. I'm going to leave it in the case it came in. I don't really like those markers that much, so I'm not putting them on display. But I'm going to put my other markers on display because technically these markers need to be stored horizontally for longer lasting, which is why you're going to see me put them up. Yeah, I have a lot of markers. I could do a whole video on having a whole bunch of markers. To be fair, a lot of markers are sent to me for me to review. I don't know why they do that to themselves, because I'm going to tell the truth. If I don't like them, I don't like it. I'm going to tell you if I don't like it. So, these are Hotu markers. This is New Sun markers. I just got these recently sent to me. I have to swatch these as well. These are the ones that are super, super juicy. These I call my background markers. I call these my background markers because these are good for like doing large areas. You just got to be careful of the paper. If your paper is really thin, I don't recommend these because they wet. They wet. They may warp your paper a little bit. But and more markers are coming out. Every time I go on TikTok, there's more markers. There's new markers coming out every day. I got this little. So I'm deciding. I have a lot. I have a lot. Like I said, they send them to me as well. If you become an affiliate on TikTok, a TikTok creator, you can get them to send you stuff. But you gotta follow the rules and keep your account good, and you gotta keep up with everything. How many slots is this? Is this 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang it! I was hoping that was 12. I also have these, which I may do a video on these separately, because these are. I don't know why this is the ghettoest name. When you see that, what does that say to you? What do you think that says? The company's called Sapphire. would crash out. This is the way people name their children. Fire. Fire. I was like, you shut the heck up. That is not the name of them. That yes, it is. But it's a skin tone marker set. It's 12 markers, and I believe at the time I got them, they were $8.99. I don't know if they went up in price or not, but I got these to supplement my skin tones. Before I ended up getting the big skin tone marker set from Hotu because they weren't enough browns. Now, if you get the big marker set, the big one with the 36 colors from Hotu, you get a decent amount of browns. But if you just want something to add on to what you already have without having to get the whole skin tone set, because the Hotu set is really a lot of peaches. It's a lot of peaches. And let's be real, any marker set you get, they're gonna give you peaches. But as you can see, they don't give you a lot of browns. So you can supplement, your browns by getting something like this. I still don't know what the hell a fruit pink is. But just like every other thing, these suckers, the markers, names, and the colors do not match what it is. Because what salmon, this is salmon pink. What salmon this color? That salmon dead. That salmon overcooked. That's Cajun brown salmon. That salmon was marinated in teriyaki sauce. I heard somebody say it. And this is not the color of honey. If somebody said I need a marker and I need it to be honey colored, I would never think that this would be the color that it is. Honey to me is I guess honey is amber, but when I think of honey, I think of a gold color. I think of honey blonde hair. So, but, I'll probably talk about these in a separate video and compare and contrast, but that is something that, these were affordable. These were $8.99 when I bought them on the Zon. So I have to swatch those too. But I'm tempted to just leave these in the case. I don't want to throw away the case because I want you to see the name. So I'm going to keep that case. People must know the name. But that is it for me tonight, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you still in the market for looking at different markers, I hope you try Hotu out. If you don't want to, spend money and get like the bigger brand. I think they're a good brand. Just know that the 60 count with the brush tip, this is the color range that you get. I'm just going to be honest. And the cap colors is going to annoy the hell out of you. If you're going to get those markers, you absolutely have to swatch them. You cannot go by the cap colors. Have a good night.